Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Ian is a Weirdo. I am having the hardest time juggling two channels because I'll be logged into one and then have a hard time getting hold of it or whatever. So let's just have a weird old time today. This is uh, a, a day of, just experiencing life. Some bats. The key is to not press them too hard. And also make sure that the surface you're putting them on is pretty flat, so that it doesn't have any problems. I think I kind of just like it there. So I was wondering if I was gonna do the cross, because then I was gonna do freckles, but anywho, so I'm in a very weird mood, because I've been going through rapid cycling, and but kind of at the beginning of this, just this is just an overview of my mental health. Towards the beginning of this episode, I said that I was mixed, having a mixed episode. And that means that you're experiencing both mania or hypomania and depression at the same time. So it's a very uncomfortable kind of you have this really hard existential pressure pushing on you from both directions. It's very hard to explain, but it is very uncomfortable. It's very ugly. It's not fun. But that wasn't quite what I was having. I wasn't having fun, but I knew something was off. So we paid attention to it a little bit more, and I got some Florida water because I heard it's good for purification and just kind of making things a ritual, and I just felt like I kind of needed that in my life. And the smell is it's intoxicating. It smells kind of it kind of smells like gum, uh, like uh, Listerine, and I don't know, happiness. It smells so good. So the Florida water is giving me invigoration. So if you see me go like this a lot, it's because I want to get that smell um, from my hands to my face. So I have so I've been doing this rapid cycling, which is shit. So it got so bad last night that I did go to the hospital. I did not admit myself. Um, I I just waited in the waiting room for so long that I just felt like I could. I was I think I got it now. I think I can handle it. It kind of um, balanced. It didn't balance out a, like a like to where it was nothing, but it did balance out enough to where it was I can be safe. I can be in control. I had some new symptoms that I've never had before, that were concerning. So I felt the need to go. So all that being said, I have a lot of projects to do as always. I had two packers that were I needed to send out by Friday. I finished the one, and the second one I ran out of yarn, and so I shipped them from my mailbox. So So, like, really, I needed to get them done by tomorrow, by the 24th. And so uh, I we drove around a bunch today. I didn't have it in me to like keep driving and going back to Joanne and like not spending money. Like I didn't feel like that was going to be a good call. So luckily, I looked on Walmart.com and they are able to deliver to me tonight from 9 to 10. And I am so grateful, so thankful, because I just really couldn't see myself going out. So, what I'm working on now, while I wait on that yarn, is the Lost Souls shawl. So there's the mouth right there. I'm using Cloud Cakes, Caron Cloud Cakes. I'm really enjoying this. So I do want to amend something that I said the other day on my live. I didn't know any better, so I mean, it just was what it was. It was when Roberta and I were talking. She said that she asked if there were no more cloud cakes, and I said, "Yep, they're done. They're not sold anymore. They're all marked up on like eBay and stuff like that." So a few colors. So this is what I've learned since then. I learned this thanks to Bag a Day. Um, some of the colors did come back, but all of them are self-striping. So there are no solid colors that came back, which I think is a really odd way, but okay. Like, Caron, like, do what you do, I guess. But I kind of like, I mean, I don't really work with a lot of self-striping yarn. I don't really like it, especially for like a triangular shawl. Like by the time you get to the top, your stripes are super thin, like, or they're not even complete. Like it doesn't like. I don't like it. I don't like it. You may like it, and that's great for you. This looks really cool. I should get a tattoo of bats coming out of my eye, but yeah, so they do have Caron cloud cakes at Michael's. They're not even on the Yarn Inspirations website because I looked, and I had looked before I told Roberta that they weren't there anymore. So yeah, they do have striped. I think it was like 6 colors or something like that. I can't really remember because as soon as I saw them, I was like, so I'm waiting to get those two packers done. Like I said, I have to wait for yarn for that one. I saw on Spirit Halloween's website that they had a new water cup, which I try not to get like too crazy with the water cup trend because but I do find like because I am perpetually dehydrated. I'm so bad at drinking water. I'm good at poking myself in the face. I find that I'm not great at drinking water, but if there's a fun cup for some reason, I do better at it. So I don't have like a ton of cups. I'm not like a water talk person, although I have joked about being that person. But if I see a cool cup, like I feel like I just like, getting like one a year, like isn't bad, And if I use it, it's all about if I use it. Like if I'm not using the cups, then it's not doing anything. But I use my cups and I do like rotate out. Like I have my studded Starbucks ones. I have 2 of those. And one is glow in the dark and one's dark green. And then I have this cup. So But so Spirit Halloween has a studded one that is like the Sanderson sisters colors, and then it has a little like I put a spell on you, and it has their hair or something like that. Anyways, I love Hocus Pocus. It's I've talked about how like I'm kind of over Nightmare Before Christmas. Not over it. I feel kind of inundated and like it's too much. Like it's unless it's like Oogie Boogie related, I kind of just don't care. That's kind of how it is. But I do love Hocus Pocus. I am obsessed with Hocus Pocus. So I would like to get that cup, but so I'm going to start working on the video done by Fiber Spider. Now, if you have paid attention to making my other Lost Soul Shaw, then you know that I just believe that Fiber Spider is like one of the best people to instruct you on how to do anything. I think Crystal Fagaday is the same way. But Fiber Spider is so clear and so concise in how he explains to do these things. So these are the eye holes, and I'm going to turn my phone on with my headphones in so I don't get any copyright infringements, but we can still talk because in theory I can listen and talk at the same time. Hi, welcome in. So I'm using a Caron Cloud Cake in the color Raw Raspberry, which I hate saying because it's not me. I have not enough space, of course, but ain't that it? I am working on the pattern for my for my secret doll that I'm making, and I saw a video that kind of gave me an idea of how to do it, and I'm so excited. I'm really freaking excited. So I just kind of have to figure out how. Hey Lydia, you have a long sleeve, and I'm dealing with heat. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't do well in heat, but it is like my wife tries to keep it pretty cold because she can't take heat with her fibro, and so yeah. Also, I have nothing underneath it, which helps, but I still get a lot of uh, under chest sweat, which is great because that's what I've always wanted. Man, I don't have my phone charger in here. What am I even doing with my life? Okay, I might need to step away real quick. I will be right back. Can I like make a cool screen come up or something? Customization. I don't know. I don't know how to make anything cool happen. But I'm going to go get my phone charger because my phone's gonna die. Okay, I'm back. I will. tank top and shorts on. Yeah. Also, part of the reason I wear like big baggy clothes is because I don't like my body. And I don't want it to be the way that it is. So, like, a lot of like tank tops are like more fitted, and um, I just don't want to really see myself like that. So, so yeah, um, that's what's going on with me. Okay, let's just figure this out. I am so scatterbrained. Like I said, like I just haven't recovered from going to the hospital last night. I feel like I'm just like a million places at once, and it's pretty uncomfortable, but it is what it is. But yeah. Whew, I have like the shivers. Um, so I'm just gonna find the video by Fiber Spider. I have so many like videos that I watch that it's just kind of like um, so I'm gonna tilt it towards me. Yeah. Hey, Angel Renee. Today, okay, so this is like just kind of getting it. This label is kind of getting in the way. So when I put it up, I'll put the label back on. But I pulled from the outside because I just hate when it collapses in. Okay, let's see. Wait, what do we do? Oh, I'm so confused. So I'm following. Oh, hey, Crystal. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am working on the Lost Souls shawl. I'm using Caron Cloud Cakes. I think I recorded it too much, but that's okay. It'll give me time to show you all. I'm to the eye holes, but I think I need to go back because I think I'm supposed to do something important. Let me just pause this. Hello everyone. I posted, if you are on the Army of Weirdos on Facebook, you can see that I posted the cow. If you want to work the cow along with me, you can. Kind of been tossing like, I kind of do this every year where I like kind of put some like extra pressure on myself, and nobody cares. Just to be frank, and so I kind of am like, am I doing this cowl because no one else is doing it? Because it's crochet along with someone else. Um, but so happy you're here. So happy you're all here. So I think that I don't know if I'll finish the cowl. Maybe I'll do some things that I like, but what I really want to do is like home decor. So I'm having surgery on October 13th, Friday the 13th. Oh, you joined the group. Yay. Um, so yeah, if you see in that group, you can see that I posted the link to the cowl, which is they're all free patterns, and I picked like one to do every 5 days, so there'd be 20 projects in the 100 days counting down to Halloween. But these are just free patterns. Some of them are on YouTube, some of them are on blogs, and you can do them. I did, I've been working through them, but I kind of want to do some different things from the cow, and I just don't really have time to do things from the cow. Also, I put bats right here. I was like, I need to put bats. I'm so all over the place. But yes, so if you want to do the cowl, let me know, because otherwise I might just kind of go off and do my own thing. The cowl was created so that people could work on projects, be members of my Patreon, and uh, for 2 weeks and doctor's appointments. Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, you can have to, like, it's hard going to doctors when you work and stuff. I totally understand that. I don't work anymore, but I used to. But sorry. Okay, my goal was to have people join my Patreon, and then they work on the cow, and every picture that they send me of a completed cow project, they would get an entry into a giveaway. But thus far, like, nobody has entered it, so I might kind of call it and just be like, okay, I guess I'm not doing the giveaway because no one's doing it. Which really sucks because I was really excited to, like, go all out, but I kind of needed the just kind of the financial position I'm in. Like, to be frank, like, I kind of needed the influx of money from the uh, from Patreon to help me pay for the 100 balls of yarn. So it is what it is. I just kind of I'm kind of over giveaways where people just show up to your oh no, no, it's totally fine. It's like I'm not mad at anyone. I just, like, I had this vision of how things would go, and things are different. That's fine. And your pain going to, yeah, I really hope that they find what's going on with you, Lydia. You've been in so much pain for so long. I really, really hate that for you. But yeah, no, I don't. This is not me trying to guilt trip anyone. It's just me kind of explaining, kind of, this was my goal, and then this is what's really happening. They're not really aligning, so, like, maybe I should just kind of jump ship. Um, I was really hoping that this would generate some fun around my Patreon, and it just hasn't done that. So I just need to pivot and try to do something different. So I think that I'm, maybe might do. I really want to work with a graphic designer to work with. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah. You think this is event? um, but, like, uh, I just, like, I just kind of want to create more of a community, and I don't really understand memberships on YouTube. Okay, it's okay, Crystal. You're doing a lot. It's fine. Um, but yeah, I just yeah, I appreciate that, but it's fine. So I just I thought it would be cool to, like, kind of have this, like, community where, like, we do crochet alongs, and we like the my secret pattern that I'm working on. Like, I like want to tell everyone on my Patreon what I'm doing so that they can get excited with me and we can build the pattern together. I had this kind of, like, idea of, like, collaborative collaborative, uh, like, uh, pattern building so that we could, like, all kind of contribute and, like, use our collective skills. And then we'd all, like, split the money when things were sold. Um, yeah, I guess so. And maybe if I started a membership here, like, I don't know, I'm a small page, like, I probably wouldn't have any membership. Like, I wouldn't have any members either. I know there are, like, member only watch parties and stuff like that, but it seems weird to me. I don't really like it, if I'm being honest. But one day I'll monetize this page, one day, and things will be fine. So let me get back to working on this Lost Souls shawl. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I was a member of actually, I did Patreon for Dana at Triple C Creatively Created Crochet. But then I just, like, I got to a position where I didn't have money to spare. So, we all just do what we can. It's so soft, but I'm afraid it's gonna, like, I'm gonna, like, but just haven't added memberships. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not monetized because so technically I could be, but I don't have enough watch hours, or enough, like, shorts watch hours. But shorts just, like, make me so nervous because, like, literally people are so mean. It just, like, is like inviting bullies to your house on purpose. Like, that's what it feels like. So I hate doing shorts, but I don't get enough watch hours because I'm just a small page. Like, it is what it is. I love watching Fiber Spider. He's just, like, so calming. He just has such a, like, calming presence. I'm not calm, but he's calming. I think I'm supposed to move this back. Do something different. It's like a white feather. So that's an increase row. Create the browns. So we're doing a double shell, and I don't know if I should put one chain between. Oh, that's. I'm so sorry, Lydia. And, like, dental. Okay, so we chain two for the second shell. I feel like I'm just, like, my limbs are like, nope. Because of the money situation. Yeah. And, like, the thing is, like, so here's the thing. I'm gonna stop. So the thing is, like, I understand that, like, all of us are working with limited funds. Like, I don't know many people in the yarny community that are like rolling in money. And like the very few that I do spend it all on yarn, spend it all on like tutorials and equipment. And like, so like, it's not like they're just like, like living in mansions with tons of yarn, which sounds awesome. Like a library, but just like with yarn. Oh my God. Anyways, um, so, yeah, super chat. Yeah, and I know like YouTube takes a portion of that, but you need like in the millions of views. Um, yeah, 300 watch hours and 500 it's doable. Make a few regular videos, short runs, revisit your strategy. Yeah, I mean, I guess I plan to, but I just like, you know, I I've tried everything. Like I do a lot, and I think I just so like I took a really long break. Um, for those of you who don't know, like I took like a year and a half long break, and like I fell like off the YouTube algorithm, where like no matter what I do, I just kind of can't get back to where I was before, and it's even hard for me to reach the subscribers I had before if they didn't get put that notification bell on. So it's like I can't get back like into like the river of YouTube. So that's kind of why I created my other channel, because I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna like focus on like building that up and having content there, and then you know, like because like people are like, oh, if you're don't do so many lives because then like people can't watch, but I get more views on lives than I do on pre-recorded videos. Like it like none of it makes sense, but it is what it is. So yeah, I just I mean yeah, I gotta revisit my strategy, but like YouTube's kind of not working for me. Same thing with Etsy. It's kind of these things are really not functional for people leaving and staying with me. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to keep people engaged and all that stuff, you know. But just the life of someone who wants to be a YouTuber, I guess. Whatever. Keeping people engaged is hard. Yep. Right. So crochet. When you had a rude person, you felt like stopping YouTube. I'm pretty open, but took this break because of something very personal only about them. You know, and you know, take your time with that. If you feel like it's the move to do, then do it. I have I experienced like this like that time that I took off, like that depression, like I just couldn't like I couldn't do anything. You can get out of bed, and like it's been really hard. So I think that when you share your story, other people um, who've been through similar things, like they can be like, oh, you know what, like it's gonna be okay, like I can get through it. And I think sharing your story always helps, but if it's ever harmful to you, then obviously put yourself first. because some like when I did my shorts, I did one when was having a mixed episode or thought I was having a mixed episode, and like people were like, "What's wrong with you? What am I watching?" Even though I said like I was having a mixed episode, um, and then people were misgendering me like left and right, and that was really unfortunate because I was like, "Great, I don't feel bad enough already." Yeah. I like honestly, I love trolls. Like I love to engage with trolls because I think they're hilarious. I think they're wasting their time and they're making me laugh. I just think they're foolish. So, but but it's not like that for everybody. Not everyone has that attitude. Now it's like just like, stop talking to that person. I'm like, no. I just want to just like play with them. I'm like a masochistic cat. Like when they catch their prey, I'm just like, okay, so 7 single crochets over the eye sewing space, 2, 3. Okay, so let me like distribute them a little bit better. Thanks. You make me smile too. Trying to find and packing things for better. Oh, that is the worst. Oh my gosh, that's so annoying. I moving is so stressful. And you're like, where did I get all of this shit? Yeah, I feel like with trolls you have to. Oh, one second. Did you burp? Oh, I thought you burped. Uh, no, do I look like I did? Oh, I put mascara. Yes, I did put makeup on.
Yeah, not in full face.
Yeah, I was like, no. But I saw this and I was like, ooh, yeah,
Partly done.
fart fully done. He's so cute. Okay, I think I did 3 chains. Me. How dare you? Yeah, you can't let that throw off the game. You know what? It's the nice people who say like slightly rude things that get me, and those are the things that that I gotta I know that I have a thin skin, but it's like when someone's well intentioned and they're like the nicest. Yeah, someone's like um I don't even know what to say, but like um because like you can think of some things, but like I don't I don't want anyone who said them to feel bad. Yes, I'm talking about you. Um, yes, yes. Apple Cloud hates me. My grams are shallow. Oh my gosh, me. Oh yeah, it's so soft. Yeah, like did you lose weight? Yeah, or just like things that are like, you know, um, pointing out how many like people are in the room when there are no other people in the room and stuff like that. You're just like, Yeah, so my skin is very thin. As much as I don't show it, like trolls, I can deal with no problem. But it's the nice ones that hurt the most. But they don't mean it, so I don't hold it against them. Chill. Well, I appreciate that. I You've never been one to me, so no need to worry. And like I said, if someone with good intentions, like I'm not gonna call them out because like that's I mean, they didn't mean for it. It's just, you know, um it's kind of like the idea of, and this I know this is like an extreme case, but it's kind of like the idea of trauma where like something doesn't have to be really bad for you to be traumatized by it. Like you like annoy like something can fall off the wall, like a decoration can fall off the wall, scare you, and like all of a sudden like you're traumatized, and like charge it to my head, not my heart. Yep, walking brain fart. I love that. Um, but yeah, it's like you can be traumatized by anything, so don't like minimize your experience from being traumatized, but also like maybe don't be mad at a person who didn't intend to traumatize you. And uh, yeah, so I am working with a furls. I believe this is the Polaris line. This is an H. It has glitter in it, and it is pink. When I ordered it, I thought it was red. So, was I super happy to find out that it was pink? Not really, but like it's still pretty, but like I just don't really like pink that much. But it's an H hook that I have, so I'm gonna use it. And I'm working with this pink too. I'm, it's very Barbie. It's very Barbie. My hair, like, it's growing out so weird. And so I think I'm gonna shave it all off or like do a buzz cut to like where my natural hair color is. And then I think I'm gonna do a half and half, like split dye, where I do, hey Daniel. I think I'm gonna do half blue and half black, or half whatever my natural hair color is, like almost black, whatever. Um, did I do my 3 chains? 2, 3. There we go. No, take a pink fan. My icon is pink because so pink. Yep. Yeah, I this is the only so the Lost Soul shawl is the only shawl I've ever made. I like literally have one shawl, and I made it in the Red Heart bright stripe. It was so fun to make. I had such a good time that um, that I was like, I've got to make it again. And then the only cloud cakes that were available for sale at the beginning, or when I got these, were this color. So I have 2 of these. I did mention it at the beginning. I think I just was talking to Roberta about it, but so Caron cloud cakes are being sold at Michael's again. Um, However, there are no solids, which really annoys me because I don't like self striping. Like, I don't want it. So, if you like the cloud cakes and you don't mind the self striping, they do have some colors that are pretty if you're into that kind of thing. Okay, so I did my 3, I did my turn, and now we're gonna go to the next one. At two solos on clearance and they were wine. Yeah, I saw someone selling the Merlot color on on eBay, but they were $19 a piece, and which isn't the worst, but like I was like, let me see if I like how this like works up and everything. And then shipping was they had two of them, and then the shipping was going to be $9 per. So it's like I don't know much about buying like discontinued. I was gonna say wine, discontinued wine. I don't either know that either. But I like I don't know what like a reasonable markup. Yeah, these were $7 a piece when I got them, and they're so ridiculously soft. Let's see what is coming up. Okay, so I did a shell on the first chain one. You probably can't see what's happening, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so chain 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Me do one whip. Um, I can uh I can see like 5 whips. Just see them. Um, I don't do one whip at a time. Um, I often don't finish whips. At one time, I did a video where I just showed all my whips, and it was like 16. So, or no, it's like 12. But like, it. I'm not that person. I have ADHD. Um, I have ADHD, so I need constant stimulation. And so, like, okay, so things I can see. I'm working on this shawl, right? But like sometimes I get like, uh, I get orders for packers, so those often go in between different projects. I'm making my super secret project. Um, and that's a whip. I have my yarn here that I use to make intro to crochet videos from my other channel. I have to do one of my ghost granny squares. Uh, I don't know. I have to paint like a sign, but I haven't started it yet, so it's on a whip. I have to finish this doily because I did the first part. I did the first part, which is the body, but I want to do the like frillies around it and make like kind of like a table runner. How do I decide which to work on? Well, first I have a panic attack. I'm not kidding. I am the most anxious person you'll probably ever meet in your life. And I mean that truly and sincerely. I'm not trying to compete with people because it's not a competition. I win. I'm just an anxious person. Um, so, uh, how do I decide what I do first? I kind of do. I try to like kind of spread the love and like do a little bit of this and that and this and that. When I on uh, oh yeah, totally understand. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. Get paralyzed by choices. Absolutely. So I like to make lists and then I like to ignore the list. and then but usually in making the list, I go, I really want this to be done. So that kind of dictates my first project. So with the crochet along that I was doing, that was kind of those dates were kind of driving me to do stuff at like a reasonable pace. But like I have projects for certain types of shows. So uh, my Lost Souls project, I need to do if I'm watching a show that I have no interest in watching. No interest. Um, my blanket that I'm working on, the blanket edging that I'm working on, um, I can do that with anything. I can, it doesn't matter what we're watching. So I can be like super into watching something and I can crochet that. So it just kind of it all that. Does that help? Okay, so I did 7. Skip chain 2, go to the chain 1, and do a shell. I love your lives. Thank you. I love that you're here. Sorry. I'm a mess. That's for sure. So, yeah, but also at the same time, like I just, you know, I just, I don't know how to be anyone else. Like I don't know how to put on a show. I just kind of, I'm also a mess. See, this, so we get along so well. I'm so like sweaty that even my fingertips are sweaty. Which doesn't that make you want to buy stuff that I make? Just you be. I do it right. No, no, no. Yeah, I can't believe in my like spreading the love video I didn't put fiber spider. I don't think I put fiber spider. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah. I forgot how many I did. Damn it. need. I think I need my I think I need my big cauldron because I just don't think this is gonna work. It's not gonna work on my little spider thing because it'll get caught, and it's not gonna work on the little spider because it won't fit. It's too big. So I'm gonna go get the big cauldron. Be right back. Okay, we'll shoot. Okay, so this is my big cauldron. So this is a spider. I just want to play. So here's my. I practice what I preach. Look at I have like literally all of these. Oh wait, it's really little. I think you guys see it. But see, I do make lists about things that I have to do, and then I just avoid them. I make them and I avoid them. So that's it. Okay. Remember when 5 seconds ago you thought I had my shit together? Nope. So I love this yarn. This is the best. This is my favorite rainbow yarn. If you were curious at all, because I've been looking at a lot of yarn lately, and there's a lot of rainbow yarn out on the market. That's variegated or self-striping. This is actually my favorite variegated rainbow, and I hate self-striping anything. I decide the stripes, but this is Mexicana by Red Heart. It's a Red Heart Super Saver, and I get the jumbo one at Walmart, and it is the cheapest there. Okay, so I need to move that there, and then I need to have this in like a place where I won't lose it, like I lost the last one. I'm gonna lose it. There's no way. It's so small, and it's made for losing. Oh yeah, that's a big old cauldron. And you show up to the party and they're like, "Hey, can you bring something?" And you're like, "I brought a cauldron." Like, I don't know what else you want from me. So yes. Doesn't this look amazing on the cake? I just like, there should be spiders everywhere, but like fake ones. Most real ones I don't mind. There was a spider that like I've never seen a brown recluse in real life, but I think this was a brown recluse. They're not like From my knowledge, they're not popular in this neck of the woods. Um, Black widows, on the other hand, are. They like dark spaces. Uh, like my parents have a pool, and um, they are like occasionally they'll build nests like up in the uh, like corners of the fucking fuck. Um, so occasionally I'll see black widows, but like only like in like dark and like kind of shielded places. They don't like a lot of sun. So always kind of be careful when you go into like an attic or something like that. Because it's where they like to hang out, and they like the cooler temperatures as well. But I've never seen a brown recluse, but like I think there was one in our like little apartment situation, and I don't fuck with that. Like I was like, you are dead, son. Usually I let spiders live because they get rid of other bugs, but I do put them outside generally because one of my animals is gonna kill them. So just to be like kind, I I let them live outside. Um, but not this one. This one I was like, this is giving me vibes that I don't like. Let me get. I needed to get something. What did I need to get? No idea. Okay. So I've got my cake in my bowl, and I am working on what the fuck am I? What, what, why? Why? Okay. I am Zen. Oh, I need to take the pizza dough out. That's what I need to do. Okay. Sorry about that. I promise I will stop running away from you. Um, so I sometimes buy my pizza dough. Sometimes I make it from scratch. It's super easy to make from scratch. Um, but I usually buy when I buy my pizza dough, I buy it underproofed, which means hello, welcome back. I buy it underproof. I got a cauldron for my for my cake. It's ceramic. It's from I think Bed Bath and Beyond or Pottery Barn or some stupid thing. It was on our wedding registry, and that's why I have my little bowls. So these are the same cauldron sets. So I have a set of these, and then I have a big one for obvious reasons. And that's pretty much all I contributed to the wedding registry, and we got both of them. so, so yeah. So let me kind of refine what I'm doing here. I think okay. So I did 3, and then I'm going. So cool. I know when I was like I was so into it when people got them for us. Like we had been living together a while, and we had like the basics. We had silverware and like stuff. By then, and So like it just didn't make sense for us to like when we were doing our registry to do a bunch of stuff that we like already had like cheap versions of if they did just fine. So we were like, we're gonna have fun with this. We're gonna like register for like just like stupid shit. And we got stupid shit. Like people the thing is like people like if they're gonna get you something, they want to get you something fun that you'll remember that you got that for them. They don't want like white bowls. That's boring. But like, I mean, granted, everyone needs bowls, but like, it's not as exciting. To I think, let's see, I've been married 4.5 years, and the stuff that I love the most are like that we had on our registry were just like fun, kind of gimmicky, like just silly things. Okay, so I have done the bottom. So this is the last row in video one. So I've done the bottom of the mouth on both sides. So we're building up here, and then I've done the forehead right here in the center. And I already like the solid color more than the stripe that I did previously because you can actually see what's going on. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, I got my pizza dough out. It is proofing, meaning that the yeast that is inside the dough is producing air bubbles. So that's how you get that nice, airy, like bready texture when you bite into pizza. Um, if you don't let it proof, it's kind of like eating a brick, and it also doesn't stretch very well. Oh yeah, I love it. I usually like I about 50% of the time I actually make my own dough, and the other 50% I just buy it. Sometimes it's for change, but okay. So he finishes up the ooh, that's another skull shell. Oh my gosh, that was really loud commercial. I also put my little glitter spider from the Dollar Tree on top of my cake, and I was like, doesn't that look cool? But I mean, you can't really like use it because it kind of gets in the way of pulling yarn. I love Halloween. Like I am like people like my friends like some of them that like call me like Mr. Halloween. Like they're like you. I love everything Halloween. Um, make a crochet cauldron. So if you look at the cow, the first object is a plushy cauldron. Um, I so here is mine. I don't know if I love the shape, so like you can use this to start out, but this is the cauldron, and then I was instead of making what they made in that, I was gonna make coasters uh, that had bobble stitches on the outside, so that it kind of looked like it was like bubbling. A huge one for holding your yarn. Oh yeah. I mean, I think that you could make it. I think that yeah, you just have to go out further. You probably want to start with a higher number in your magic circle. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I'm feeling like pretty scatterbrained, but um I'm feeling like safe, which is cool because um uh I saw it somewhere else and I was like, I'm gonna try to do this with like a bunch of free patterns. Because the one to actually do it was cost money. It cost $5. And I was like, that's just ridiculous. But anyways, um but but yeah, I got some, I don't know who's into like spiritual stuff. So this is called Florida water, and I've heard about this, but I've never used it myself until today. Um, so we went to a hemp store, which I don't use any of those products. They don't go well with me. But my wife uses them because they are helpful for her pain and anxiety. So we were there, and they have like a whole like spiritual section, which is where I go to, and she goes to the counter, and so they had. So I got some rosemary sage. So it's like rosemary, but kind of like dried rosemary that's kind of wrapped around white sage. Yeah, it's basically so it's denatured alcohol with like scents, like fragrances in it. But like the smell is like it's like so addicting. It's like a really watered down Vicks vapor rub or something, or like maybe Listerine and like a toothpaste. I don't know. It just feels so nice, and I love like a purification, like a we're cleansed, like we're in the zone. Love that. I'm not really in the zone, but like it just promised purification. That's all. Yeah. I love that seed. Well, I haven't had any problems yet. No complaints yet. Drink. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't. I didn't put the link to this video. I'll put it post. I'll put it in post because I was like, I can't. I was showing my list, which I accidentally showed my secret project, um, which is right under here. I accidentally showed my secret project, but then I covered it up and I was like, you can't see shit. But yeah, see, I like I do write lists of how I'm gonna I plan on doing things. Um, Actually, I'm doing pretty well so far. It's pretty cool. I have like write patterns, and then I have like 20 things. Um, oh, and then one thing I really want to do, but I need to not jump too far, like off track to do list, right? Yeah. Um, so one thing um, I really want to do, think I shared it in Army of Weirdos, is the coffin mosaic crochet backpack. Um, and uh, there's cats on cats. I want to do it so bad, but I'm so slow at mosaic crochet. I've only done it once. I didn't finish the product. It was like eyes by the same designer as the one who did the book bag. But I'm like, I gotta finish it. I gotta finish it so they can keep doing stuff. What if I just did like a I cannot start any new projects unless I finish my whips? Do you think that I would just abandon crochet in general? I wonder. Um, oh, okay. So, are you talking about the? There's a lot to ask of yourself. Just so you can do it. Yeah. Yeah. So it's this pattern that so it's got stripes horizontally, and then it's got little coffins, and you can choose to add crosses to the coffins or not. And it's mosaic, and then so she gives you the pattern of how to do mosaic, just anything, pillow, whatever. But then she gives you a pattern for a book bag, and that is so cool. It's so cool. I just want to do it so bad. If you put the time in, yeah, exactly. Yeah, some things I'm very slow at. Like mosaic, it really takes my brain a while to be like, this is covering this, so this is gone, and now it's this color. And like, it just, my brain doesn't. Like, I never get to the point where I'm just like, I can do without the pattern. I know what to do. I'm always like, what? It's just read the pattern again. Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fantastic. Okay. Jen. Oh no. I hate when that happens. I swear, every time in my life, and this has probably happened 6 to 8 times, every time that I have bought sewing needles, not sewing needles, well, sewing needles that have happened too, but sewing pins, I drop all of them onto carpet. Like it always happens, and I'm just like, I'm just. One time, so this is way back in the day, but like I used to do like beading, like bead weaving, and one time my mom had this rocking chair um, that was like a maternity rocking chair, or maybe it was it was for like newborn baby meals. I don't know how to say that, but it was just like a sliding like rocking chair to help get the baby to sleep. And I one time I dropped a whole like it was like a pack of like probably maybe 25 30 um, beading needles, which are so small. They're like a quarter of the size of like a regular embroidery needle, and they were so small, and they fell into the chair. Like some of them fell on top, but some of them fell into the cushion of the chair. I never stopped feeling bad about that. I still feel bad to this day. Okay. So it's 8 o'clock. The dough takes, let's see, the dough takes uh, 20 minutes to cook. Yeah. Actually, I think we did it about 25, just to be sure, and have it be a little bit like, you know, more cooked so that you could see like the faces and stuff. I'm gonna do the I would be paranoid. Yeah, yeah. I was like, I'm sorry, Bob. I didn't mean to do it. Um, but yeah, um, yeah, that was not good. I dropped some needles on my bed once. It was scary. Oh yeah, that is scary. So I used to be like a real big nasty little punk, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I always like hated my older sister when I was younger. I just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just like um I don't know why. I don't know why. She wasn't mean to me. I just was so mean to her. And and uh I oh my gosh, I had to be ah gosh. She was in the house still. She moved out at 18, which means that I probably was 8. Um and um I uh she was definitely afraid of snakes, so I put fake snakes in her bed, and then I put sewing pins. I put them like coming out of her comforter so that if she sat on the bed, they would go into. I feel like I'm admitting like a murder. And then I put pepper on her pillow so she would sneeze. That's so awful. It's such an awful. Oh, it's it's so surprising that literally no one sold me. Like I was so bad. I've done other things, but I won't incriminate myself on more than one charge. I don't know what the statute of limitations is. Yeah, I don't know what was up with me. Actually, I mean, I guess now we know what was up with me, which was undiagnosed mental illness. Shell into the shell. Oops. I'm too buck wild on that one. Oh my gosh. You should add a sewing pin on the stinger. Oh, that's evil. Oh, would make a good stinger. Hmm, I don't know. I've lost all my like. Oh, you know what'd be really good? These darning needles. I just got them off of Amazon. There are other places, but so they're not super pokey. Like, I mean, they're just good for yarn and stuff like that. But they're angled up, so you could get like a nice little angle up on a little pokey butt. Yeah, that's my best. That's my best. Okay. Six. Oh, nice. 10. 1, 2, 3, and then go here, 6. I don't know why, but this was such an easy pattern for me to like learn the repeat of, so that I didn't even have to think when I did it. I just, you know, was able to just pop one out. Okay, so I think there are 3. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And there's 7 in here. I think also the way he like teaches things is very like okay, like, and so like in this he says like, and now we're gonna work on eyebrows, like now we're gonna work on the eye holes, so it kind of makes you like, okay, like we just did eye holes, now we're doing eyebrows, now we're doing forehead, and it just makes it really easy to learn. I don't believe I followed any other instructions of his. Not that they're not beautiful, but they're just not me. Like the Lost Soul shawl, like is like kind of spooky, so it was more me. Although I'll never wear a shawl. I do not wear shawls. I have no desire to wear them. So that's why I really don't make them and haven't made them. Um, but he just does such good work. So I think once I'm done with this row, I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. By wrap it up, I mean I'm gonna make pizza pocket things, and then I'm at 9 o'clock, which is in a little less than an hour, Eastern Standard Time. Eastern Standard Time. Um, I am going to be going to my first D&D group with the old IOP program that I did. I'm really excited. You- um, I've played Pathfinder, which is kind of like an offshoot of D&D. Um, it is a role playing game. It's nerdy, but like it's super fun, and it actually like I think it has so much more broad appeal than a lot of people realize, because they just see it as like a super nerdy, like ultra nerdy thing. Whereas like there are things that I do that are way more nerdy. Play WoW. Oh, cool. I had a bunch of friends who played WoW, and that's actually how I learned how to play Magic. So there used to be the WoW trading card game, and I tried to play that, but ends up with someone teaching me. But like I just didn't get it. And then my friend and my friends and I were gonna go to Gen Con in Indianapolis, and That's the biggest gaming convention in the world. I think maybe definitely the country. I think the world, and it's all like tabletop games, board games, just card games, everything. And so I wanted to learn Magic before I went, so that I would have something to do. Because I was like, I can't learn this WoW trading card game, and this is WoW trading card game came before Hearthstone. Because Blizzard wanted all of that uh, like IP back, so that they could, um, you know, sell it. Um, but yeah, so I learned how to play WoW, not WoW. I learned how to play Magic, and I love Magic, and I love all kinds of games, and I played. I've had trouble getting into MMOs because I just like I can't find anyone to play with that's like willing to play down to my level, and then I also don't have a computer that can keep up with with all of that, all of those frames per second. It's really bad. I remember one time I was playing League of Legends, and I was literally playing at 4 frames per second. I would just walk, and I'd be here, and then I'd be here. Like, okay, this isn't my game. Um, I don't usually like cakes. Like, I don't prefer cakes. I like skeins better. But I do something about putting a hook in a cake. It's so rewarding. It's like a birthday cake, just for me. Oh, you should have. But yeah, so I'm gonna put a pin in this one. I'm gonna take a stitch marker, because I don't always do that, and then I come back and it's unraveled. Oh, damn it. But yeah, so I love the feel. Yeah, it looks huge, but I mean, it's not small, but I mean, it's like a normal Caron cake size, I think. Let me look at the specs. I almost busted my ass and fell. So this is the cloud cake. It was $12.99, but I bought it at 7 because fucking clothes. Let's see. So it's a medium 4. They recommend a 4.5 hook. I'm using a 5 millimeter hook. It is 8.5 ounces, 240 grams, 760 yards. So, I mean, it's definitely, got some good yardage. I don't know what like is reasonable for a cake because I don't use cakes, but it just feels small to me because I'm used to like giant. I like to get like big value cakes, big value schemes, so that I can use them forever. So, dude, yeah. So this is what I feel like I'm like holding up panties, which is kind of gross to me. Um, so yeah, so this is what it looks like right now. This is your reproductive system. Um, so we did the first row of the repeat, which was to give do the bottom jaw and to do the forehead. So yeah. Oh yeah. I was saying, the cloud cakes. I mean, they're so soft, but they're so soft that it's almost a little difficult to work with them. Um, and I said almost because like I'm still working with them just fine. But I kind of wonder if they're gonna kind of if the fuzz is gonna like mat together. Um, and I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna happen with this yarn. So, because that would be a shame. I guess or like felt. together, even though there's 7 wool content in it. It's just all acrylic. 100% polyester. Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know, like, what's great about this pattern is it doesn't require any stitch definition. So if you were doing a stitch that required that you wanted like stitch definition, like a waffle stitch or something like that, like I wouldn't recommend this yarn, but it's working okay so far. We'll see if it kind of felts together. Anyways, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out, Crystal. You're so cool. So glad you're around, and we will definitely talk some more later. I love posting crochet hacks on Army Weirdos. That's like my thing now. So sorry if I spam you, but I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so genius. Okay, well, I'll talk to you later. I gotta get under this workbook. Bye.